Good afternoon, respected viewers. This is George from Ireland. Here I am at the Wesley Chapel on City Road in London. So this is the originary Methodist Church in the world. So John Wesley, as you might know, was an Anglican priest, the son of an Anglican priest. But in the late 18th century, he broke away from the Church of England, founded the Methodist Church. He and his friends, whilst at Oxford, had been known as Methodists for their methodical approach to their studies. Other things I could tell you, he was a great hymn writer. His brother Charles Wesley was one of his disciples, and John Wesley felt the Church of England was too aristocratic dominated, didn't reach out to the working class, particularly in the cities. He did a lot of good work with the poor, trying to feed them. The gospel was too much on an empty stomach, trying to get them to turn away from alcoholism, as some of them were dipsomaniacs. Anyway, he's buried at the back of this chapel, which I'm not going to show you. So this is a fascinating place for tourists to visit. I know it's not top on your hit list of things to do in London. Even if you're not a Christian or not a Methodist, it might be worth having a look at this chapel. It's very well preserved inside. It's not luxurious or particularly beautiful. The house that John Wesley lived in is right beside it, and you can find out a lot about him and his travels. Some little known facts: that he was married but he and his wife lived together for about a year. But that was not a success. They then separated. They never actually divorced. He travelled very extensively in Ireland to every county except in Kerry, and he was in America, things like that. Got Methodism going there. So it's an absolutely scintillating insight into 18th century life as well. The way fashion was tea was a relatively new fashion and very pricey. And he tried to persuade his disciples, most of whom were of limited means, not to be wasting all their money on tea just because it was en vogue. Well, that's that. So, and this is just across the street from Bunhill Cemetery, which I mentioned before. What else can I say? Tourists from all over the world come to this spot. So that's it from the Wesley Chapel on City Road.